Okay, if you guys are in here, can you just let me know if this is better? It looks okay on my phone. We'll wait like 2 or 3 minutes just to see if it lags a bit. So far, so good. I'm so sorry. So on my phone, it looks okay. How is it looking for you guys? Better for now. So far, see. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let me pop out the chat. I'm hoping it stays. I'm hoping it stays like this. So I think there's a bit of a delay. And I think the quality is a bit lower. Good. Okay, we'll wait like a few minutes just to see, because if it starts lagging, I don't know. I don't know what to do at that point. Third time is the charm. So where are you guys from? Welcome, by the way. Welcome to class today. I'm super excited. This is going to be the last live class in this space. I am moving. Also, I've done a bunch, like a ton of filming, so there's still going to be lots of free classes to come. I'm gonna miss this space. It's so like just clean cut and perfect for the yoga videos. So I'm trying to take as many, film as many classes as I can. Toronto, Tampa. I have to remember that there's a delay, so when I ask you guys a question, I'm wondering why nobody's answering. Okay, it's saying that it's still experiencing like a glitch in the back end. I'm not sure why exactly. Wow, you guys are all over the world. Thank you. Congrats on the move. Actually, I don't even have a place to go. I do. I'm actually, I'm going to stay with family until I find. Okay, so it's still good. Sorry, my head. It's all over the place. I haven't found a place yet. I have been looking for months. I have not found the place for me. The thing with me is that I don't want to be stuck in a lease for a year when the place just doesn't work, because this place is great, but it's missing things that I need. So I'm trying to look for a place that I don't have to up and leave in a year again. So I'd rather just rough it out with family for a few months until I find the perfect spot. My cousin jokingly said that I should just go travel the world. Okay, so it's lagging? Oh, okay, it's not lagging. It's lagging for some people. I don't want to start the class if it's just going to lag the whole time, so just bear with me here. It really is finding a place has been super, super difficult. So I'm very specific with what I need because I work from home, so I need like a really kind of a big space, clear space to film. And sorry, I'm still reading the chat. So I need like a space to film. It has to be dog friendly, cat friendly, and that's the biggest issue so far. And it has to have a yard because walking the dog so many times a day has really taken its toll on me. Also because he's leash reactive, so we've been working on that. It's really difficult with the off leash dogs. around the house. So I'm very particular, and it can't be too far away from my family, my niece and nephew, because me and my mother will be moving with me. We help to babysit, so it's like the travel distance has to make sense if we're going back and forth. Yeah, extra space is really, really important. So yeah, I'm just here. I was stuck in this lease for so long, and it's just not the space for me. And there's just no, like, my window's open and the neighbors are right there. They can see right, right in my house. So it's like, it's not ideal. And then finding like a house, I would prefer a house with a yard. So finding that has been difficult with a pit bull. You know, as soon as you tell them, they always ask you what breed you have. And if you say a pit bull, it's like they come back with an excuse. It is taking too much to start. Okay, so we should probably start. Okay, as long as the audio is good, if you guys want to start, just let me know. I wish I was in Hawaii. I'm in Montreal. I'm actually planning a trip to Hawaii with my cousin in the next upcoming months, so that'll be fun. The thing is I have to get my passport. My passport expired during the pandemic, and I just never got it. I never got it renewed, which is my fault. I should have got it renewed right away. So now I just gotta get that done, and then I can go on vacation. All right, guys. So we can start. Do you guys, is it lagging for everybody, or is it okay for some? Okay, so let's get started. So today is gonna be just like a super basic, free flowing. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. If there's any poses that you guys, stretches that you wanna implement in today's class, let me know and I'll do that. It's actually really, really hot in Montreal today. Really, really hot. I think it says here it's already 25 degrees. I think it's gonna reach 33. Okay, so yeah, it'll take, I'm hoping, only a few months if we're lucky. But once I have that in mind, I can start planning a vacation just in case it takes longer than a few months. I don't want to. Oh, you guys are so kind. Okay, so let's get started. We're already 10 minutes in. If you have coffee, take a sip. Cheers. So we'll do some child's pose without the extended arms. We'll do the extended arms too. Feel free to take whatever variation feels best for you. And we'll do supine butterfly pose, one of my favorite morning poses, hip openers. Okay. If you're new to my lives, I talk a lot, and I think I have like undiagnosed ADHD. So I get sidetracked a lot and it's hard to focus. All right, guys, let's get started. I'm gonna move my microphone, move my chair. I'm not gonna see the chat, so hopefully everything goes smooth. Hopefully you guys can hear me. As long as you can hear me, I feel like we'll be okay. It's always nice. I'm gonna move my microphone down here so you guys can hear me as well. Oh wow, people have waited a year for their passport. That's not that's not good. It is weird seeing me live, huh? Happy baby pose. Okay, guys, see, I'm getting sidetracked again. We're 12 minutes in. All right, so I'll check the chat as soon as the live is done. So as long as you guys can hear me, we'll be good. So it'll be about 20-30 minutes, maybe 40. Feel free to leave any questions in the chat. And we'll come to a nice comfortable seat. Maybe softening your gaze, closing the eyes. Feel free to let your hair down. Get comfy. Take a nice deep inhale. Maybe even lift the shoulders. Exhale, softening the shoulders, side out. We'll do that one more time. Nice deep breath. Exhale, side out. Begin to circle the neck, so just feeling out all the clicks and ticks here. Maybe even just rocking the head side to side if that feels okay today. We'll go opposite direction. And know that each pose is optional today. There's no pressure to do anything that doesn't feel right. You can even skip any poses or switch out any poses for something that feels better. And we'll sit nice and tall, make a fist with both hands and just circling the wrists. Again, feeling out all the clicks and ticks. And we'll go opposite direction. We'll interlace our fingers. Go ahead and start making a wave with your arms. This is really a mind-body connection type of deal here, so take your time. And then we'll go opposite direction. This is the more difficult position. We always start with the easier direction. So just take your time. You can go as slow or as fast as you like. And then we'll gently release the hands. Flip your palms and just resting your hands on your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale, full exhale. Inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, side stretch towards the left. Right hand reaches up and over. Feel free to come down to your left elbow, the left forearm. Checking in with your alignment here, opening that shoulder. Take your gaze up if you can. If this is too intense in the upper body, feel free to stay on your left hand. You can even bend that elbow. Open the chest, take your gaze up. Next, inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, side stretch towards the right. Left hand reaches up and over. Again, opening the chest, take your gaze up. You might hear some snoring. Rocky is right beside me. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, take a twist towards the left. Sitting nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Again, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, softening the shoulders. Coming back to center. Feel free to gently rock side to side here. Or you can just find some organic movement, circling the waist. Getting into the spine. We'll go opposite direction. And really just be in your body here. Don't worry about people watching you. Just be on your mat. Find that movement, that flow. And we'll come back to center. Go ahead and come to your knees. We'll feel free to take the knees nice and wide, coming into a child's pose, or you can keep the knees closer together. If you need to, you can also place a pillow between your hips and heels. And if you'd like, you can take the knees wide, and also you can modify here, placing pillows or a bolster underneath the torso for added height and support. So just walking the hands forward. Option here, of course, you can keep the hands resting to your sides rather than reaching them up. Drawing the breath into the belly. Maybe feeling the lower back expand, feeling the waistband of your pants getting tighter with each inhale. And with each exhale, softening the belly, soften the hips, maybe even softening the toes. Softening the upper back with each exhale, softening the shoulders. On your next inhale, come into a tabletop pose, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm just gonna put my hair up here. On the inhale, dropping the belly, take your gaze up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, take your gaze down. Now, option here also to find some organic movement. You can circle the waist, you can rock side to side, whatever feels best today. Finding a neutral spine, go ahead and straighten the left leg, tucking the left toes and just pressing into that heel. Take a moment here and pressing out of your hands, pressing out of the shoulders. No dipping here, be strong. So just finding a bit of engagement today. Go ahead and spin out the right foot towards the right side of the mat, and then naturally your left foot is going to plant and be parallel with the bottom of the mat. Inhale, reaching the left hand up and over, tucking the tailbone, again pressing out of the right hand, drawing the breath into the belly. As you exhale, plant the left hand to the mat, shake it out, take a moment. Feel free to bend the elbows, shake out the hand. Then we'll come back to center. Same thing, opposite side, tucking the right toes, pressing gently into the right heel. Go ahead and spin out that left foot. Inhale, tuck the tailbone, reach the right hand up and over. Left hand, sorry. Reaching through the fingertips, drawing the breath into the belly. Exhale, plant the hand to the mat. Take a moment here, shake it out. Begin to walk the hands forward as you start to melt the chest all the way down. Feel free to gently rock side to side here. You can take the forehead all the way down to the mat. If the space is available, you can take the chest and chin for puppy pose. Don't overdo it here. Stay wherever you feel most comfortable. Inhale, engage the core, rounding all the way down to your belly. Resting on your forearms. Take your time here adjusting. You can take the elbows a little further up if that feels okay today. Be gentle on the body. Inhale, lifting through the sternum as you tuck the tailbone. So that'll just add a little less pressure on the lower back. From here, you can gently gaze over one shoulder and then come back through center. Take it over towards the other. Come back to center, plant the hands, tuck the toes, engage the core, lift the hips, down dog. Feel free to bend the knees. You can bend one knee, bend the other. So just walking your dog here. Engage the core, pressing the mat away from your hands and feet. Again, each pose is optional. Feel free to skip your down dog if that doesn't feel right today. Let the head be heavy. Sending that tailbone towards the sky. Having the intention to draw the chest towards your thighs. Inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, coming right into your half lift flat back. Come up as high as you need. Exhale, take your fold, option to bend the knees. Inhale, come to standing, hands reach up. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment here, maybe feeling your heartbeat on your thumbs. Staying present, checking in with the body, checking in with the breath. Maybe lifting the toes, feeling your feet really grounding into the mat, the four corners of the feet. And then you can soften the toes back down. Inhale, reach the hands back up. Exhale, take your fold. Again, option to bend the knees. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Again, come up as high as you need. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. Inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Again, pressing the mat away from your feet. Engage the legs, engage the core, and be strong through the arms, almost like you're holding a block over your head. Plant the hands, exhale, stepping it back, plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to drop the knees, lower halfway. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Again, feel free to walk it out, pressing the mat away from your hands and feet. Drawing the breath into your belly. Inhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing, hands reach up. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment here. Don't worry, down dog is the most strenuous pose in the practice. Inhale, reach the hands up. Feel free to skip your down dog if it doesn't feel right today. Once again, exhale, take your fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, this time stepping the left foot back. Inhale the hands up overhead, high lunge. Once again, pressing the mat away from you. Feel free to step that back foot closer, so it doesn't have to be too intense for you. Again, staying where you feel most comfortable. On your next exhale, go ahead and plant the hands, sending the right foot back. Plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to drop the knees, lower halfway. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, stepping to the top of the mat. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, take your fold. Inhale, come to standing, take your time, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center, taking your thumbs to the heart, maybe feeling your heartbeat. Stay present here, checking in with the body. Standing nice and tall. Once again, maybe feeling the feet grounding into the mat, lifting the toes. Exhale, softening the toes back down. Inhale, sit the hips nice and low. Reach the hands up overhead, just a little in front of you. Lifting the toes off the mat. Tucking the tailbone, so if you feel like you're overarching here, tuck it, engage the core. As you exhale, start to lower all the way down. We're gonna come into boat pose. This is gonna be the most difficult, strenuous pose of the practice. So you can lift the feet or you can keep the feet on the mat. You can grab the backs of the thighs or you can lift, reaching the hands forward. Lifting through the sternum, engage the core. I promise you're gonna feel really good after this. Exhale, lowering all the way down, take your time. Reach the hands up overhead. Getting a really big stretch here. Maybe circling the ankles, circling the wrists. You did so much. And we'll bend the knees. Taking the feet mat width distance and just rocking the knees gently side to side. Rolling over the glutes, the lower back. We'll come back to center, bring the big toes to touch, allowing the knees to fall open. Bottoms of feet will naturally come to touch. You can keep your hands to your sides, or you can keep your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Exhaling, softening the mid-back and the lower back. Softening the inner thighs, the feet, the toes, the ankles. Now if this is too intense, you can always place pillows underneath the knees as high as you need. You can also straighten one leg and then just keep one knee falling open. Resting here a few moments, observing the body, observing the breath. You might start to feel the body cooling down, observing any sensations. We'll gently lift the knees. Take your time here. And you have two options. You can go ahead and take both knees over towards the right, or you can straighten the right leg, crossing the left knee over, keeping the back flat on the mat. Again, you have the option to modify, placing pillows underneath the knees, and you can even place a rolled up towel underneath the left shoulder for added height and support. Less of a twist. With each exhale, softening the shoulders, softening the belly. Even if it's just for a moment. We'll come back to center, switching sides, again, whichever variation feels best for you. And of course, you can modify. You can even skip this pose if it's just not working today. Completely fine. Respecting the body, honoring the body. Maybe taking a moment to observe any sensations, maybe along the spine, in the back, the lower back, the hips. Wherever you're feeling that tension, maybe start to draw the breath into the belly if you're feeling that tension in the lower body, expanding the side body, expanding the lower back. If you're feeling that tension in the chest, drawing the breath into the chest, and with each exhale, surrendering in the shoulders, the upper back, the ribs. And gently lift that knee, take your time, hugging the knees in towards the chest. You can stay here, you can grab the outer edges of the feet, bottoms of feet to touch, or you can open the feet coming into happy baby. Gently rocking side to side, getting into the muscles along the spine. We'll give ourselves one last hug here, big squeeze for making it to the mat, for showing up for yourself today. Maybe even gently rocking side to side. Know that showing up to the mat is the hardest part. And you made it. You did it. We'll take the feet to the bottom of the mat, hands to your sides, palms facing up. Preparing for Savasana, we'll take this one moment, quick moment, out of our day to just fully be, to be present here with the body and its fully relaxed and present state. Softening the forehead and maybe keeping a gentle gaze with the eyes, or begin to close the eyes. We'll soften the jaw. Allow the chin to fall naturally. Drawing the breath into the chest. Maybe feeling yourself lift as you inhale, feeling your ribs expand. And as you exhale, sighing out any tension in the ribs, softening the ribs, softening the shoulders, the hands. allowing the hands to be heavy. And draw the breath into the belly. Biggest breath you've taken today, really expanding the belly here. And as you exhale, softening the belly, softening the mid-back and the lower back. In doing so, you might notice the hips getting slightly heavier, a deeper connection between the sacrum and the mat. We'll soften the knees, allowing the feet to splay open, softening the toes. You might notice a numbness happening within the feet and the hands. Completely normal, just observe. We'll rest here a few more moments. Now gently begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe rocking the head side to side. Maybe bending the knees. You can rock the knees gently side to side. Take your time here. We'll roll over towards our right side. Take a full inhale and exhale. We'll gently come to a comfortable seat, whatever works for you. Take your time. We'll inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, take the hands to heart center. I invite you to join me for an Om. Feel free to skip it if it's not your thing. We'll inhale, and on the exhale, Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll come a little closer. I hope it wasn't too laggy for you guys. Let me know in the comments. Blissed out, right? That's why I love these live classes. It's such a different feeling, I find. Okay. How was that? Was the picture okay, or was it still glitching? Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed. So much love for you too. It didn't lag. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, just let me fix this here. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. I'm so happy you joined. Do you guys, yeah, he was, I wasn't farting, just Not that it matters. It was the dog snoring, in case you heard. He's right beside the mat. He's right there. There's 111 of us. Amazing alignment. Do you guys have any questions for me? And thank you to all my members. I see you guys in here. Hello, so many familiar names. I want to see faces, but I can't see you guys. It's my pleasure, guys. This was my first class and I loved it. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you enjoyed. As I was saying, I feel like the live classes are such a different vibe because we get to connect. No, I didn't move yet. I'm actually moving. I'm already trying to answer the next question. I didn't move yet. I'm moving on the 29th. And I'm just gonna stay with family till I find, like I mentioned, till I find the perfect place. Just because I don't want to get stuck in a lease for a year and then have to go through this all again. So if it just takes me a few months of like being with family, I'd prefer that. Wish you much luck on your new place. I know it will be a great space. Thank you so much. Do you do other exercises than yoga? I invested in a bunch of weights and I have yet to really like use them. I do Pilates as well, but mostly yoga right now. In the summertime, I like to run, and that's about it for now. It always kind of changes. I do play badminton a lot, and I like to go golfing. I don't know if that matters, counts. You inspire me so much. Going for that yoga certificate brings me so much peace and happiness. Congrats. You know what? Going for your yoga training, could be a very daunting experience. I did mine within 1 month. If you're lucky and you do it like where you are. Well, I feel lucky too because I went to Hawaii for mine, which was amazing, but it was so compact and like really intense. Because it was all bunched into 1 month, which I don't regret. It was the most amazing thing, life-changing experience. But if that's not your thing, it might be a little less daunting if it's spread out over a few months. Congrats on taking that leap. I started watching your classes and I'm already hooked. I'm Donna in BC. I was a little late and didn't catch where you moved to. Did you train someplace exotic? I did. Well, I took my teacher training in Hawaii years ago. I didn't move yet. I'm still looking for a place just because I haven't found one yet. It's difficult with a dog. It's difficult with like the things I need checked off because I work at home. I need that space. It has to be like the perfect place, and I don't want to be wrapped into a lease that I'm not happy with, so I'd rather just take my time. How did you get into yoga? Very long story. I do have a Q&A that explains what pushed me towards yoga. I had a really traumatic surgery. I lost a lot of blood, and it was just like a really traumatic experience. And when I got home from the hospital, to heal myself, I turned to yoga. It was kind of my first experience with yoga, and super grateful for YouTube because I would not have experienced yoga otherwise. I probably wouldn't be here. I am new. How often do you do this? I don't do this often. But I will hope to do this more often when I get into a new space. This is going to be the last live here. I do have like a playlist of my live classes. A lot of hello, can you hear me is in them. So I don't know how enjoyable it is, but the class itself I always find so amazing and rewarding when I get to do it with you guys. Do they still provide this yoga training in Hawaii? Yes, at the Maui Yoga Shala in Paia, Maui. It is incredible. The teachers are amazing, really, really knowledgeable in the practice, and they really do a deep dive into the ancient practice of what it is, where it came from. So you don't only learn poses, you learn a deeper purpose for the practice. And they do 200-hour trainings. They do 300-hour trainings, I think, and 500. I did the 200-hour, and it was about a month. Are you going to stay in Montreal soon? That's an awesome city. I don't know about awesome. I'm not thrilled with Montreal, especially these days with all of the rules that are coming into play, the bills that are being passed. It's not really exciting. It is a beautiful city, though. I will stay in Montreal for now. I'm not opposed to moving. What made you get into yoga, and how did you keep up with it consistently? I just said how I got into yoga. Hopefully you heard that. But how do I stay with it consistently? You know, it always changes. Some days I don't want to do yoga because the previous day I just filmed like 6 classes, you know, so it's actually really hard for me to keep a consistent personal practice when I'm filming so much. So on those weeks it's kind of difficult, but I do like gentle stretching in bed daily, or like I'll just kind of hit a child's pose here and there. I do meditate every night. So if that matters together, I feel like it's a good combination. It helps me stay grounded. Can I get fit just with yoga? I am very untrained and want to treat my body. What's your definition of fit? Is it like a physical, like visual? Fit comes in all shapes and sizes, so it really depends on what your goal is. Yoga is not, for me, it's a good addition to a weight loss in my personal opinion, but it's not solely the only thing I think that you should do for weight loss if that's your goal. It does help keep you strong, and I think that's the most important part, is feeling strong in your body no matter what your body looks like. Strength comes in all shapes and sizes. I think that it's just really important to understand that yoga helps with mobility, flexibility, of course, over time, and patience. Has so many mental benefits, but definitely a great addition to a exercise workout routine. I think yoga and Pilates just go hand in hand. Really good mix. Oh, so many of you are getting your trainings. Do you do meet and greets? No, I don't. I didn't know that. You know what? So many people have been asking that lately, and I didn't know it was that cool. You know what? The only meet and greet that I would probably do would be like to create like a retreat in the future, but that's not really a meet and greet. That's actually spending time with you guys for like a week on end, 2 weeks, creating an experience. Meet and greets are a little iffy. I don't know if I would feel safe doing that. I also have a lot of PTSD with that, so I just don't feel safe doing that, if that makes sense. But if you ever see me out, feel free to say hi. I will say hi back. I would love to meet you guys. Perfect. Come to Kelowna, BC. It's beautiful here. I never reached BC. I have spent a lot of time and years in Alberta, Edmonton, and the kind of outskirts as well, which is just such a beautiful place. What is the difference between yoga and Pilates? Like, is Pilates better to build? Yes, I would say Pilates is a lot better to build strength and mobility. Yoga for me is more meditative. Pilates is just a really intense, alignment based, strengthening, challenging practice, but also really good for the mental health as well. Just gonna see if there's anything I missed here, and then I finished my daily exercise with one of your flows, mostly hip openers, and I love that. I love when you guys tell me you pair these classes with your workout routines. Come to NYC. It is nice, but it is crowded. You know what? I hate crowd. Like, even being in Montreal, I don't go downtown. I don't like go to any crowded areas. I'm very introverted into myself. I like very peaceful places. I mean, I guess for a vacation it wouldn't be bad, but I would feel like I'm just going to another Montreal if I were to go to New York. Great. So I guess, how long have we been doing this for? I can't see, unfortunately. Hi, Bird. I love your restorative yoga at 49 years young. Amazing. That makes me so happy. Restorative yoga is my favorite to practice in the world. So it always makes me happy that you guys enjoy the classes as well. Do you think you'll be doing another live soon? I have absolutely no clue because this is the last live in this space. I will be moving. So possibly in my new place. Maybe we'll have I always say we're going to have a schedule, but life always takes a turn. So we'll go from there. I have a playlist of like the live classes. They're kind of chaotic at the beginning because just like today's class, we're always trying to figure out how to get it to actually work. Oh my God, we've been doing this for 52 minutes already. All right, guys. Okay, perfect. So I hope to see you again in another live very soon. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I'm really grateful that you guys joined today. Am I gonna be able to do lives from my family's place? No, because there's just like I have to give away so many things already because there's just no space. So you guys will probably see some like Airbnbs on the channel soon because I might have to rent some space. But I did film a lot of classes to kind of last me the time in which I feel is sufficient enough until I move into my new place. Do you do Pilates on YouTube? Do I practice on YouTube or do I create? I have a lot of classes that I share. I have a Pilates playlist. Here in Kelowna, I've gone to outdoor classes in the park by the lake. Would you consider doing that as well? Oh my gosh, I have already. I used to teach outdoors, and I used to teach like events around Montreal as well. All right, guys, I keep getting sidetracked. I really appreciate you guys joining me today. It really means a lot that you spent your time with me. So before I get sidetracked still, thank you so much. And there will be some new classes this week, a new Pilates class actually. And it makes me so excited that you guys are enjoying the Pilates. I'm creating just really quick Pilates classes that, you know, I feel is great for all levels and that anybody can kind of work at and work towards. So it makes me happy when you guys let me know you're loving those. And lots of yoga classes. We'll have 4 membership classes up this week. And yeah, that's that's about it. So thank you again for joining me. It means the world. Have an incredible day. Namaste.